Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Ignite with Mwangala. Now remember, the aim of this show is to bring you real people with real stories that are meant to leave a lasting and positive impact on your lives. My guest for the show today is one amazing young girl. She's 8 years old. Her name is Manaya. And guess what? She reminds me of me when I was her age. Manaya, welcome to Ignite with Mwangala.
Thank you for having me here, Mwangala.
I'm so excited.
I'm also excited too.
Oh, great. I love that. Now, I introduced you as Manaya, but can I give you an opportunity to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, my name is Manaya. I'm 8 years old, and I love to sing and dance.
Wow, I love that. Now, Manaya, today is about you. I remember when I met you, you told me that you wanted to do journalism. You wanted to be a journalist.
Yes.
Do you still want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, why do you want to be a journalist?
Because it's nice to see people's stories and what happened behind their life before they were famous. Yes.
So is that why you want to do journalism?
Yes.
Manaya, you're 8 years old and you seem to be very clear with what you want to do. How is that? How did that happen for you?
Well, when I was watching TV, I saw someone that was acting really nicely, and I also wanted to do that. And it inspired me.
Oh, wow. Now let's talk about acting. I know you said you want to do two things.
Yes.
You want to be in front of the camera as a journalist, but you also want to do acting. So let's talk about your acting dreams. Why do you want to act?
Because I want to see what it feels like and the position. Yes.
Okay, so that's why you want to do acting and journalism.
Yes.
Okay, so Manaya, what would you like to tell the young people that are watching you now? And now you're sitting in front of the camera. Do you have a message for them?
Yes.
Especially those ones that don't know what they want to do in life.
Always believe in your dreams and be positive.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that. What do you mean when you say be positive?
To be stronger and be confident. Yes.
Do you think you're stronger and confident?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Manaya, today is about your show, like I said, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask me questions. You know, you're going to be, in fact, you and I are co-hosting this show. You get to have an opportunity to ask me questions. But before you ask me questions, before you interview me, I'm going to tell you a little story. Okay, I've just told our viewers there that this show for me is very important. Do you know why? Because it reminds me of me when I was your age. So when I was a young girl, I always wanted to become a journalist like you. And today we're giving you that opportunity. Now, I didn't get that chance like you've gotten today. So what would you like to tell parents, especially, that don't support the dreams of their children? Because I think you've been supported, yes?
Yes. You should let them fly like a feather and let them get stronger with their own confidence. Yes, and tell them to believe in their dreams.
That is important, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, tell us, I know there's not a lot that you can, you're 8 years old, but tell us a little bit more of what you do on a typical day when you wake up in the morning. What does Manaya do?
In the morning, what I do is I wake up, I brush my teeth, I go and shower, then I dress up and eat breakfast, then put my bags in the car and go to the bus stop.
Okay. To go to school?
Yeah.
And on a weekend, what do you do?
On a weekend, I would normally wake up and play a little bit. Then I would go to shower and eat breakfast. And then play a little bit and read.
Now Now let's talk about the reading. You've told me that you read a lot. How many books do you read in a month?
In a month, I would read 2 or more.
What kind of books are you reading?
I read Dog Diaries and Diary of the Wimpy Kid.
Okay, so those are your favorite books.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, Manaya, we will take a short break, I know, and you're going to come back and we're going to talk about me. But before we talk about me, we were talking about something that really struck me. We were talking about coronavirus.
Yes.
Would you like to say a little bit about what's happening now?
The coronavirus is affecting to some people and make people sick. That is a disease that we are trying to avoid and keep ourselves from that sickness. So you should follow what they say of be cautious, wash your hands, put sanitizer, don't touch your eyes, your nose, and your mouth.
Okay. Is it scaring you?
Yes.
Why?
Because you don't know if you'll catch it, and when you see other people and you see they're sick, you think that they have the coronavirus, and then when you give them a hug, you feel sick the next day. And then you go to get tested, and that means you have the coronavirus. So it really scares me.
Okay. Now you were talking about, I don't know whether it was before the interview, you were talking about being strong, believing in yourself,
Yes.
having strong vibes. Do you think there's reason for us to be scared?
No, there's no reason to be scared because you should believe in yourself. And also believe in others.
Powerful. Okay, so it will be your turn to talk to me. And yeah, it's your turn now.
So,
did you prepare for me?
yeah.
So you wrote down some questions for me.
Yes.
So today I get to be grilled.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what was your childhood dream?
Wow. My childhood dream, like you, so you and I have a lot in common. Okay, when I was growing up, when I was about your age, I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be in front of rather on TV. So this is me. This is me, but in a younger version of you. I wanted to be a journalist.
Okay. Are you living it now?
Yes, Manaya, I'm in front of TV now. I'm on TV rather. I'm on TV, so I'm living my dream.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
What would you like to be remembered for?
Oh my God. How many questions do I have to answer?
7.
Wow. You wrote 7 questions for me.
Yes.
Okay. What would I like to be remembered for? I think I'd like to be remembered for as a human being who came on planet Earth to make a difference in people's lives. How? By being in service to others. I also like to be remembered for as a person who really strived so hard to help other people realize their dreams and their purpose in life. So when I was told that Manaya wanted to be a journalist, she wanted to be in front of the cameras, I said, this is my chance to make a difference in her life. So this, what we're doing here, is what I would like to be remembered for. To give people an opportunity, to give people a chance to prove themselves and to live a life of their dreams. Is that a fair answer?
Yes.
Is there a correct answer or wrong answer?
It's a correct answer.
I like that. Okay.
If you're on your deathbed, what would you do differently?
Okay, if I was on my deathbed, I guess, and I was given a second chance to live, what would I do differently?
Yes.
Oh, man, I've never really thought of this question, but I know that I've asked every guest on my show. What I would do differently is I would love more, and I would give more, and I think I would just live life and allow it to flow without worrying.
Okay, so who is Mwangala?
Oh my God. Okay. I like that question. So who is Mwangala? Mwangala is, I'll answer it in two folds, okay? So the first fold is Mwangala is a mother, Mwangala is a wife, Mwangala is a sister, Mwangala is a loving person who is always working on herself to become a better version of herself. But Mwangala is also a spiritual being who is having a human experience. Now, I always believe that we come from God and that God is spirit, which makes all of us spirit beings. Isn't it? Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yeah. So because I'm from God and because God is spirit and I am his child or her child, I am a spiritual being who chose to be in this body so that I can experience life to the fullest. That's who Mwangala is. And by the way, Mwangala is a very charming person, very loving person, and I love to dance. Every time, I'm always dancing. And you know, the people that I work with, they make fun of me because every time, you know, I mean, in the space of anyone, the first thing that I'll do is I'll dance. Because I believe there's no need to worry. You know, just dance it out. Are you stressed? Dance, it will go. Are you hungry? Dance, you have some energy. So I love to dance.
Okay, so what do Zambians not know about you?
Oh my God. Manaya, how many questions do you have for me?
7.
How many have I answered?
You have answered 6.
So I only have one more question to go.
Yes.
So do you realize what's going to happen now?
Yeah.
After I've answered the 7th question, then that will be the end of the show. So now I'm going to ask you some questions. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So you told me that you like singing.
Yes.
What kind of songs do you like?
I like pop
Why?
because it gives you a nice vibe and happy feelings.
Now let's talk about feelings. We talked about feelings. We talked about emotions. What do you mean when you say feelings?
Feelings is happiness and negative emotions. Yes.
Okay. So you said feelings is happiness and negative emotions.
Yes.
Manaya, where did you learn that from?
I learn it in books and in class. Yes.
Okay. Now tell me what your dreams are. I know you told me you wanted to be a journalist. You also wanted to be an actress.
Yes.
What is that one thing that you would like to achieve? Your first dream was to be on TV, right?
Yes.
And here we are on TV. Do you think you have achieved that dream?
Yes.
And the second one was?
The second one was to be a artist.
Artist.
Yes.
Okay. What kind of an artist?
An artist that paints, colors, and draws. Yes.
All right. Do you do that currently?
Yes.
Wow. I love that. So what kind of paintings have you done?
I have done like a picture of a lady, a picture of a cute cat, a picture of a girl sleeping. Yes.
Fantastic. Manaya, we're going to take a short break.
Okay.
So when we come back, you will still continue asking me questions. I know you prepared 7 questions for me.
Yes.
But I know you also have some questions that you can ask me. More questions, rather, that you can ask me. Okay, is that fair enough?
Yes.
All right, we take a short break. When we come back, we continue talking to 8-year-old Manaya. Don't go away.
As frontliners in the battlefield, we choose to rise above COVID-19. Yes, we choose to fight and to rise above discrimination and not to succumb to fear. We are now alert, and together as one, we are ready to raise our strides of hope. Death might be knocking at the front door, but no mountain is too high, no river too wide, no storm too fierce. Our pain will strengthen us. Fear will drive our faith. Tiende pamozi na mtima umozi. Atwende antomwe amoyomwe. I stayed at work for you. Stay at home for me and be safe. Be that change.
Please, do your best to stay at home. If you must leave your home, please remember to mask up. Keep social distancing of at least 1 meter and wash your hands often with soap and running water or any alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Welcome back. If you're joining us now, I am talking to 8-year-old Manaya, who is sharing her dreams and what she'd like to be in the future. Now, what is striking for me about Manaya is her clarity on what she wants to do with her life. Now, Manaya, before we went on break, you were asking me questions.
Yes.
Okay. Do we continue on that road of asking questions? So
Yeah.
you ask me one question and I also ask you a question.
Okay.
Is that a fair game to play?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You go first.
What do Zambians not know about you?
Wow, Manaya, you've put me on the spot again. Okay. So Zambians don't know that I am very, very emotional. Yeah. I think I hide my emotions in my, in my, not even calmness, what's the word? I hide my emotions in the way I relate to people. I'm always happy. I don't want to be sad in any given moment because I easily get attached to things and people. So one thing Zambians don't know about me is that I'm very emotional. 2, one thing Zambians don't know about me is that I am a good dancer. I like to dance. So that's one thing Zambians don't know about me, that I like dancing. And I'm prayerful, and I love people. I love giving people an opportunity to prove themselves. And what is it that Zambians don't know about Manaya? What haven't you told me yet?
My surname?
Aha! That's a good one. What's your last name?
My last name is Hungwe.
Hungwe.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Manaya, what do you like about your school?
I like about my school is the activities and my friends.
Okay. What activities are we talking about?
Like arts and crafts, swimming, netball, obstacle courses.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. What are some of your hobbies, Manaya?
Some of my hobbies is swimming, drawing, and playing.
Okay. Manaya, the first time we met, you told me that you wanted to talk about how COVID has affected the young people, the young children like yourself. Are you ready to talk about that?
Yes.
How has it affected you?
It's affected me in a bad way and in a sad way by people dying and people losing their close ones and the disease.
Okay. So what role do you think young people should play? You were talking about, making sure that we are following the rules that we've been given by the ministry. Do you think the young people in our homes should also play a role?
Yes. They should play a role by washing hands, sanitizing, staying a distance, 1 meter distance from other people, and also being very cautious
of the disease.
Yes.
Perfect. It's your turn to ask me some questions.
So, who inspires you?
Wow. So I'm inspired by a lot of things. The first thing is I'm always drawn to the younger me. For example, this show was about me talking to my younger self, who is Manaya at 8. So what inspires me is seeing people that are making a difference in so many ways. For me, I like to use TV, and I guess that's why I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to use it as a platform to make a difference in people's lives. I wanted to use TV as a platform to teach. So I'm inspired by seeing change, or I'm inspired by igniting change in people's lives. That inspires me.
So, do you like the life you're living now?
I think I would say yes and no. Yes, in the sense that I'm doing what I love and that I'm alive. That's good enough, yes? You agree?
Yes.
And no, in the sense that, of course, I can do better. Of course, I can do a lot of things differently and much, much better. I always believe in working on yourself so that you become a better version of you every single day. Like what you're doing, Manaya. You read a lot, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And you found me. You found me, you reached out to me and you told me you wanted to be on the show. So, which is good, because what you're doing is that you are becoming a better version of Manaya every single day. I think that's what inspires me.
So, when you were in school, like in the younger grades in primary, were you focused on school or acting and stuff?
Well, I was so focused on a lot of things. Again, I think my story is different from your story. That's why you have really inspired me, because you're focused, you know what you want to do. For me, I think other than being on TV, that's the only thing I wanted to do, just to be on TV. Then everything else was, they would happen as and when they came. Yes, I was doing a lot of things, but I was not just focused on one line, which was what I'm doing now, which is a better thing, because I've gotten back to it before my time comes to go back home before I die. So I love what I'm doing now.
So, what is your favorite color?
I like that you asked me that question. People that know me, people that are close to me, know that I think in color. I don't have one specific color that I love, but I love bright colors. So the orange, the nude reds, the yellows, those are my colors. I love color. I like to think in color. And what is your favorite color?
My favorite color is like maroon, pink.
Is that why you're in pink today?
Yes.
Okay. All right. More questions for me?
Yes. What's your favorite food?
Wow. My favorite food is actually traditional food. I like my chihuahuas. I like in fact, chihuahua with groundnuts. It's called difisashi. I like my fish. I like my, cassava. I am a very traditional person. I like to eat indigenous Zambian or African food. So anything to do with African food, or not even African food, everything to do with Zambian food, then you've gotten my heart. You've won my heart. And what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is pasta, and sometimes I like pie, and I also like cake.
Okay. Do you eat nshima?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't like the nshimas, the carpentas, the fish?
I don't. I'm allergic to fish, so I don't eat fish. But I also like nshima.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you like Nshima with?
Nshima with veggie.
Okay, that's perfect. At least you eat some vegetables. I was getting worried. Pasta? Pies only? Okay. Next question.
So, do you have anyone close to you in the studio?
Oh, wow. You know, talking about the Loyola Studios just puts, you know, this vibe, this shine on my face. Everybody here is a part of me, okay? My crew. Can I mention them?
Yes.
Okay. So Alice is one of my crew members. Kalizia. I'm only going to mention 3. So I have Alice, I have Kalizia, I have Mutinta. Now I'm going to talk about each one of them. I'll start with Alice. Alice is and Alice right now is the lady on the cameras. She can't come here. So Alice is very soft, but very strict. She wants things to be done in a certain way. She will not shout at you, but she just wants things to be done in a certain way. She's very particular with what she does. So that's Alice Banda, team member. I love her. I love her to bits. Then comes Kalizia. Right now, she's telling me, don't say anything about me, but I'm going to say everything about her. She is a no-nonsense, straightforward young girl. I like to call her a young girl. She will just say it the way it is. It's either you take it or you leave it. But she would tell you, I want this thing to be done this way. So the combination of these two, the other one is soft, the other one is not so soft, but she's just there, okay? And then I have Mutinta. Oh my God, she's no nonsense. She will just tell it the way it is. She will just give it to you the way it is. And I have one guy. His name is Victor. Victor, we like to call him our creative guy. He's the one who sits around and makes sure that, you know, Ignite is together, the adverts and everything is just perfect. And of course the directors, I'm not going to talk about the directors. But these 4 people that I've talked about, I love them to bits. They make Ignite. In fact, Ignite is them, it's not even me, because they make you and me look good. But they get to do all the work. I love them.
So, who is the director and producer of the show?
Wow. Okay. So the director and the producer of the show, the director is Father Mulemi, who happens to be the director for Loyola Television. He makes sure that Ignite is running. He makes sure that we have guests. He makes sure that it's on TV the day it's supposed to come. So I co-produce the program. I produce with Father Chilinda. So you see, I just work with priests. Father Chilinda is also director of productions for Loyola TV. We produce the program together.
So, who is the owner of Loyola?
You're putting me on the spot, Manaya. So Loyola is a Jesuit media house. It does not have a particular owner of the program, but it is a program for what we call Jesuits. So it's owned by Catholics. Within the Catholics, there is a group of people that are called Jesuits. They are the owners of Loyola.
So, is it very important to you that you are showing other people and helping other people with problems?
Yes, it is. Because I think that that's what we are called for. I think God expects us to do that. I think God expects us to make a difference in people's lives. I think we are called to make people happy and to make people's problems easier, especially if we are blessed. I consider myself blessed in so many ways, and I don't take it for granted. That is why when I get a chance to help somebody, I do it wholeheartedly, because I know that what I do to Manaya, I'm doing it to myself, because Manaya will do it to me. So it's very important for me to make life easy for others, because you just never know who's going to make my life easy also one day, should I need them.
So, is it easy or is it hard?
Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard, depending on the nature of the challenge. I don't like to call it problems, but depending on the nature of the challenge, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. But yes, it can be done.
So, is it emotional or is it happiness?
That does, I didn't get your question.
Is it happiness to you that you're a journalist, or it is sadness sometimes?
It is happiness because I think it's purpose. When you find yourself, when you find what you love, it ceases to be work. For me, it is not work, because I believe I was called to do what I'm doing. And because of that, it's always happiness. Yes, sometimes it can be sad, but I choose not to focus on the sadness part of it. It's happiness because I am doing what God created me to do. So for me, I don't look at it as a job. I look at it as fulfilling purpose. Before you ask me a lot of tough questions and you're putting me on the spot right now, we're going to take a short break, okay? When we come back, we continue having a chat. We take a short break, and when we come back, we continue talking to Manaya, the 8-year-old. Don't go away.
As frontliners in the battlefield, we choose to rise above COVID-19. Yes, we choose to fight and to rise above discrimination and not to succumb to fear. We are now alert, and together as one, we are ready to raise our strides of hope. Death might be knocking at the front door, but no mountain is too high, no river too wide, no storm too fierce. Our pain will strengthen us. Fear will drive our faith. Tiende pamozi na mtima umozi. Atwende antomwe amoyo omwe. I stayed at work for you. Stay at home for me and be safe. Be that change.
Please do your best to stay at home. If you must leave your home, please remember to mask up. Keep social distancing of at least 1 meter and wash your hands often with soap and running water or any alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Welcome back. If you're joining us now, I am talking to Manaya, and we are having a fantastic conversation because Manaya keeps on putting me on the spot. You keep asking me tough questions. You know, I'm the one who's always asking people questions, and I expect them to answer. But today you're asking me questions. Now I'm going to ask you some questions, tough questions also. So when is your birthday?
My birthday is January 16th, and I was born in 2012, and I moved here in Zambia when I was 6 years old.
Okay, from where?
From Australia.
Okay, so you were born in Australia?
Yes.
And moved to Zambia when you were 6 years old?
Yes.
Okay. What do you remember about Australia? I know you're very young, but I'm sure you can remember a few things.
I remember kindergarten and I remember primary.
Okay. And then you continued here in Zambia?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Manaya, other than your school friends, do you have friends at home?
Like I have friends that are in Australia, like Emily and Kayla and others.
Great. And back home in Zambia, do you have any friends?
Not really, but I have my cousins. Yes.
Okay. Did you tell me how many siblings you have?
I have 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, are they your older brothers and sisters, or are you the firstborn?
I'm the firstborn and they're my sisters.
Okay. Wow, so you are the firstborn. How does that make you feel?
it makes me feel like I have to be in charge and I have to encourage them about their dreams. Yes.
Okay. So that comes with a lot of responsibilities, right?
Yes.
You like it like that?
A bit.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes it's heavy on you, right?
Yes.
Because they expect you to do certain things.
Yes.
Manaya, can you cook?
Yes.
What can you cook?
I can cook oats and I can make coffee and tea, toast, and cookies
Wow. And that's it?
and cupcakes.
You can bake cupcakes? Oh, interesting. Can you sweep?
Yes.
Can you clean your room?
Yes.
Can we find out from mommy? Okay, it's your turn to ask me questions.
So, Mwangala, are you the firstborn?
No, I'm not. I wish I was, but I am I forget. But I am the fifth born in a family of 7. So 3 are late, and there's 4 of us.
So, do you like it like that, or you wish you had more brothers and sisters?
I think I like it like this. You know, the older I grow, the more I wish I had more brothers and sisters with me. So I like it. I like it like this.
So, what are their names?
Okay. Oh my God. Do they want me to tell their names? But I will tell them. I'll put them on the spot. So I have an older brother who's Kelvin. His name is Kelvin. And there's me. I have another brother. In fact, I have another older brother. His name is Jonathan. And there's my younger sister. Her name is Mutinta. Yeah. I should also talk about my children, right?
Yes.
You didn't ask me if I'm married or not.
Do you have children?
Yes, Manaya, I'm married. I've been married for a very long time. I don't want to say how many years, but I've been married for a very long time. And yes, I have kids. I have 2 boys. My firstborn is Mark, and my lastborn is Luke. So I have 2 boys. Mark he'll be 17, and Luke is 14 years old. Yeah.
So, when's your birthday?
I like that. So my birthday is on the 18th of February, but I'll not tell you the year. You know, girls don't have to say their years, especially if you're on TV. You don't want everybody to know how old you are, isn't it?
Yes.
So we'll leave it at that. You said you were born on, so your birthday is in January?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you want for your birthday? How do you want to celebrate your birthday?
I want to celebrate my birthday with my cousins and my friends.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you want to do?
Maybe we can go to Fun World and play some games there. Then after we can go eat some lunch and then go to the movies.
Wow. What kind of movies do you like watching?
I like watching happy movies and maybe like the princess movies like Milan and stuff like that.
Okay. What do you like about your mommy?
I like about my mommy is that she's positive and she believes in God and in your dreams.
Ah, powerful. Is she the one who inspires you to do what you're doing?
Yes.
Perfect. And what do you like about Daddy?
I like about Daddy that he encourages me to do more things and take a bigger step forward.
Okay, so is he your source of inspiration?
Yes.
Okay. What church do you go to church?
Yes.
You talked about mommy believing in God. I believe you also believe in God, right?
Yes.
Okay. So which church do you go to?
I go to the cathedral.
Oh, to the cathedral. Perfect. Do you play any roles at church? Are you in Sunday school? What do you do at church?
At church, I listen. Sometimes I go to Sunday school, but I'm going to go to Sunday school soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I love that. You told me that you can sing.
Yes.
Do you have a short song you can sing for me? Did I put you on the spot? Oh, well, we can all sing, right?
Yes.
We can all sing. I also sing a lot in the shower, when I'm,
Yes.
When I'm up and about doing stuff, I sing.
Yes.
Trust me, I have a beautiful voice. I know these guys won't believe me, but it doesn't matter. I'm telling you that I can sing and I have a beautiful voice.
I can sing.
You can't sing?
I can.
You can?
Yes.
Okay. Can you sing a song for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't want to be happy. Don't leave it against me. If I'm down, just leave me there. Let me be sad.
Wow, you have such a beautiful voice. Now it's your turn to ask me questions, if at all you have any questions for me.
So, what do you like about your children?
Wow. What I like about my children is that they are independent. They are always working on themselves to become better versions of themselves. They always put in their 100% in whatever they do. And I think one key thing I like about them is that they're entrepreneurs. At a young age, I've seen them sell things to raise money so that they can keep the money, so they can do stuff for themselves. So in them, they have that spirit of an entrepreneur. I love that about them. I've never told them this, but I like that about them.
So, who inspires you?
Okay, so a lot of people inspire me. I'm inspired by you, Manaya, because, at your age, I wouldn't do what you were doing. So other than the many people that inspire me, it's people like you that inspire me to do what I do.
So, what age did you become a journalist?
Okay, so you have to go through school.
Yes.
You graduate. I don't know, have you counted at what age you will graduate? Do you know when you will graduate? Is it 16? Is it 17?
Maybe.
When do you finish school?
Maybe 16 or
16 or 17, okay. So you give it another year, maybe to rest, and then you go to uni. It will take you about 4 years also to finish, depending on what you're doing. But if it's journalism, it will take you that long. And by the time you're 21, you're able to work. But there's what we call internship. You can still attach yourself, let's say, to Loyola while you are in school, so that you get to learn what it takes to be a journalist or to be a camera person or to be an editor.
What was your first job?
Wow! My first job was actually a waitress. You're taking me many, many years back. No, was it a waitress? Yeah. I started off as a waitress. You know what a waitress is? You know what the job of a waitress?
Yes.
So I actually started off that way. I always say that my beginnings were very humble. I started off as a journalist in a hotel. From a journalist, I was elevated to, or rather I was promoted to a bar lady, So I've worked as a bar lady before, and then to a receptionist, and then I went to school, ended up becoming a head of department. So I started off as a waitress because I was so determined to find something to do, and I started off there. That was immediately after school.
What was your first job?
My first job was a waitress in a hotel. So I started off as a waitress, then I got a promotion to become a bar lady. So from a bar lady, I became a receptionist, and I moved on to head of department.
So, how did you get the job at Yola?
Okay, at Loyola. I
Yeah.
like that. So, how do I even remember how I got a job from to work for Loyola? I came with a program called Ignite with Mwangala. I decided I was looking for the best platform where Ignite with Mwangala could air. And I looked at all TV stations in Zambia, and Loyola was my choice because Loyola TV believes in what Ignite believes in. So I got a job with Loyola last year. I've clocked 1 year this year.
So, what does Ignite mean?
Okay, I like that question. So Ignite is about bringing something in you to come to life. It's igniting that something that is in you, that even you think it's not there, but is there. So what I do is I ignite, I bring it to life. It's like when you get a matchstick, okay, when you want to make fire. Have you ever made fire before?
No.
Okay, on a brazier, you've never made fire before? Have you seen mommy making fire on a brazier?
Yes.
Okay, so what does she use?
She uses matches
Matches
or charcoal.
or charcoal, fantastic. So when she uses matches, she'll get a stick, a matchstick, isn't it? And light it up, okay? And what happens? Fire, isn't it? So that's what Ignite is about. It's about igniting that special, beautiful talent in you, bringing it to life.
So that's why there's the fire.
Yes, that's why when my show is starting, you've seen a flame of fire going around. It's because that's what this show is about.
So, who was your first guest on this show?
Wow, can I remember? I've been doing this since 2018. I've had so many guests, but I will try and remember. Can I remember? I think my first guest, I have to go back to the archives because I don't want to say the other when it's the other person. So I can't remember. Sorry, Manaya.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you like to do on a Saturday?
My Saturdays usually are busy, but I have to strike a balance between being a mother. So in the morning when I wake up, I work out a lot. So the first thing I do in the morning, I start my day at 5. I go to the gym. I work out. When I finish working out, I make breakfast for my family. When I'm done making breakfast for them, depending on how busy that Saturday is, I'll go on and about with whatever it is that I'm doing. You know, I read a lot like you. I visit people. I do a lot of research depending on which guest is coming. So I do quite a lot, and I work on myself a lot.
So, which country were you born in?
Okay, I was born in Kabwe, Zambia. I was born right here in Zambia.
So, was it your dream to have siblings?
I would say yes and no. I didn't really have a choice. But yes, I think it's always nice to have siblings, isn't it? It's always nice to have brothers and sisters because then you're not alone. And I think it's a blessing. There are people that don't have siblings, but I have siblings, and I count it a joy and a blessing that I have siblings.
So, what was your favorite subject in school?
English has always been my favorite subject because I think it's easy for me. It just flows. Mathematics, nah. History also was good because I'm very good at memorizing. So English and history were my best at school. What's your favorite?
My favorite is English and sometimes math.
Why you say sometimes? Is it hard?
Because it's hard at the same time. And then when you get another worksheet, it's easy. So it depends on what the teacher will give you. And if it's hard, it's hard. If it's easy, it's easy.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that. Okay, so now it's about you, and there are so many young people that are watching you. What would you like to tell them at home? People your age, even people my age, mothers, fathers. Let's start with the children. What would you like to tell the children?
I would like to tell the children to have a positive mind and believe in what your heart says and what it's telling you to do. To the grown-ups, believe in your children's dreams, believe in your heart, and believe in yourself.
Wow, Manaya, that is so, so powerful. It is my prayer that you become what you want, which is journalism and acting, isn't it?
Yes.
I will hold your hand all the way. If you need any help when it comes to journalism, I'm all here for you. For acting, I will hook you up with people that are in acting. I believe Sui is one of your best actresses, isn't it? So I will make that opportunity for you to meet Sui. I will also open doors for you to meet people that have done films in Zambia. So Ignite with Mwangala is going to do that for you. But for the show, feel free to come back anytime because this is what you want to become.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Manaya.
Thank you for having me here, Mwangala.
Thank you so. I love the way you pronounce my name. So there you have it. I was talking to Manaya, 8-year-old, who has clarity on what she wants to become. What I've picked from her is that she said, believe in yourself and know that you can do it. So to everybody at home watching us, I'm saying believe in yourself, trust yourself, and know that all is well. This has been Mwangala Chakalashi Santos. Join me for yet another exciting episode of Ignite with Mwangala.